What is going on, everybody? Welcome back for another day here of the X Factor Daily NBA show, or as it should be titled today, two grown men drool over Luka Doncic for 10 minutes. But nonetheless, Fred, we had a lot of games to get into. So before we get our Luka rants out, I'm going to run through the scores from yesterday. But for all your daily NBA coverage, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We got a lot of stuff coming out, a lot of stuff already out, so go check that out. Fred, if there's anything you want to highlight from me of these games, feel free to stop me. We're just going to get right into it. Lakers took care of business 129 to 110 over the Orlando Magic in Orlando. Lakers sitting at 14 and 20 now. Seems like they can't really break that hump, but whatever. The 76ers lost 116 to 111 in Washington as the Wizards pick up the victory there. Fred, I know your boy wants
my MVP, Joel Embiid, with 48 and 10. I mean, just an absolute tear. I know they lost, but I mean, it's still an amazing stat. He also had 3 blocks and 3 steals. Like, I don't care. He's missed a couple games. He's the MVP. Plain and simple.
It shows how crazy of a night it was when Joel Embiid scoring 48 is probably like the third most talked about thing all night long.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, he's just that good. It's incredible.
Yeah. The Celtics took care of business pretty easily, 126 to 102 over the Houston Rockets. Really like what I saw from clips of this game, Celtics defense wise. Granted, they're going up against one of the worst teams, but nonetheless, I really like the Celtics team. The Pacers beat the Hawks 129 to 114. Hawks sitting at 17 and 17 now. The Pacers right above them at 18 and 17. Let's go Indiana. Clippers took care of business out in Toronto. 124 to 113 was the final score. Toronto's really starting to slip. They're at 15 and 19 on the season. I talked about how I think they should blow up. If you didn't check out last week's weekly podcast, go check that out. The Suns, without Devin Booker, took care of Ja Morant in the Grizzlies after Ja Morant says he's not worried about anybody in the West. 125 to 108. Not a good look for Ja there, losing back-to-back games. And especially without Devin Booker, apparently should be worried a little bit out in the West, huh?
Hey, what about Dwayne Washington off the bench? 26 points, 8 assists. Good for him.
They find random pieces like this. What was that dude? His name just escaped my mind.
Landale.
Jock Landale. Yeah, Jock Landale was playing really well for them early in the season. But Bismack Biyombo has a career renaissance. Suns pull out guys. It's impressive. It's impressive. Next game, Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leads them 130 to 114 over the Spurs. Shai put up 28 points. Continues to do Shai things. I mean,
yeah.
What's there not to be said? The Warriors took care of the Hornets 110 to 105. Warriors are staying above water without Steph up to this point. They're 17 and 18 on the season, but I feel like, especially with how bad everybody else is playing while Steph was playing his best basketball, to be 17 and 18 right now, it's a win, at least for now. I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think Jonathan Kuminga had a really good night too. At 14 and 6 on 6-6 shooting. So good night for the young kid.
I was screaming they need to play him more. I'm glad they are. Yeah,
I think they should.
And the last game before we really dive into Luka Doncic here, the Nuggets took care of the Kings 113 to 106. Jokic with another triple-double, 20, 11. How many rebounds did he have, Fred?
He had 9 rebounds.
Oh, not a triple-double. I'm sorry. There is a glitch on the NBA app where everybody shows 0 rebounds for the whole night. So please.
Hey, what about Michael Porter Jr. back in the lineup?
I'm telling you, man, if they can keep him healthy, I really, really like their chances. He had 30 points last night, shot fantastic.
Zeke Naji got the start. 15 minutes, 6 personal fouls. Can't beat that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I really like this Denver team. If they can bring in another piece in, they're really, really scary. But the story of the night, ladies and gentlemen, Luka Doncic put up a career high, an NBA record, 60 points, 21 rebounds, 10 assists, 21 of 31 from the field.
Yeah.
67%. Yeah. 2 of 6 from 3. Who freaking cares? Fred. Wow.
Yeah, that's something, man. They made a stupid comeback.
I'll be honest with you.
Stupid.
I'm if I picked one team in the league, it's Mavs. Everybody knows this. I went to bed.
Oh, he sold. God, he sold.
We were literally in the middle. We were in the middle of the daily show.
Hey, I joined just in time, baby. Why stop? Let's roll.
Troy. We're literally just getting started on Luka Doncic. Why don't you talk about it?
Oh man, Luca magic. I mean, did you see the way that the end of that game unfolded? I mean, nine with 32
No, Caleb
seconds to
didn't
go.
see.
That's what I was literally just saying as I went to bed.
Did you?
I was watching with 4 minutes left. They were down 12, and I was like nodding in and out, and I was like, I could fall asleep. Turned it off.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of flipped the game on because I heard Luca was having a good game. Flipped it on. They got down pretty big with a minute or two left. It's kind of just like, oh, okay, on to the next one. As they say. Flipped it off, and then my phone starts going berserk
Yeah.
with all the insiders. Like Luka Doncic just did that. And I was like, "What in the world just happened?" And then of course, obviously, the Twitter videos got acclimated with what happened. The
Yeah.
9-point comeback in 32 seconds. But
I mean, they
my
were
goodness.
literally down 9 points with like 40 seconds left.
Yeah, it's unreal.
And it's
really
not like they were
unreal.
getting turnover after turnover. Like the Knicks scored a couple times late in the game, and they were still able to come back and not only come back but get the victory in overtime. The dance Luka hit.
It's not even like it was all Luka hitting threes either. I mean, Christian Wood hit a big one. Spencer Dinwiddie hit a big one.
Luka only had 2 threes. 60 points on 2 threes. Get out of here, dude. Literally get out of here. 16 to 22 from the free throw line.
That's his game, though, bro. He gets downhill.
I like him more when he's driving and creating, instead of step back three after step back three. But the question I want to ask before we head out of here, Luka is in his early 20s. Is he the best early 20s basketball player we've ever seen?
No. LeBron James was once in his early 20s.
I knew that was going to be the argument, but think about that. LeBron and Kobe, and I guess even my MJ.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
They relied on their athleticism. They were still great basketball players. Don't get me wrong, but they were freak athletes. Luka is a phenomenal basketball player, and that's where I make the
Hakeem
argument.
Olajuwon.
I mean, yeah, but I think Hakeem never put up 60 and 21 and 10.
Okay.
Nobody ever has, actually.
Exactly.
And so.
Well, James Harden's dropped a 60-point triple-double, but it's fine.
It's good for James
21
Harden.
rebounds.
He wasn't 23. He wasn't 23.
Okay,
years
rebounding
old.
in the NBA is not special. I'm just gonna say it. Just watch a Lakers game. Watch Russell Westbrook play.
I mean, but to still pull away 21 of them is impressive.
I mean, it's overtime.
I mean, I guess. Nonetheless,
I'm just playing devil's advocate. Somebody's got to do it.
He's the same guy that will celebrate whenever we get to Philly's game. That will celebrate Joel Embiid's game in a loss. So.
You're a Lakers fan. You're good at doing that.
What?
No, continue.
Anyways,
first of all, Joel Embiid. We already went through the 76ers. I already said they lost, but he still had 48. Still impressive. I'm not saying it's not impressive.
So where are we at in the Daily Show? I'm sorry, this is so
we already went through every team, every game. We're on the Mavericks.
Oh, okay, cool.
We highlighted. We just wanted to stop and highlight how phenomenal that performance was.
Just in time for that. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Unreal stuff. I don't know if we'll ever see anything like that ever again. I mean, midway through the fourth quarter, he had 41, and he finishes with 60. Just 19 points in a quarter and a half. It's just unreal
devil's
stuff.
advocate again. Is this? I mean, can Dallas win a championship with that?
No, not like this. Absolutely not.
Can Philly win a championship?
I think they have a better chance than Dallas.
I disagree. They have a better player. Luka
So you think Dallas has
single-handedly.
a better starting lineup than the Philadelphia 76ers?
No, I think Luka is good enough to beat any team put in front of him because he's done it before
I disagree.
in a 7-game series. You can't disagree. Some facts.
He's won
In
championship.
the bubble, well, not won a championship, but he's beaten teams before, and this is probably the best team he's ever had in his career.
I mean, Philadelphia's won playoff series.
Do what?
Philadelphia's won playoff series.
I know. I'm just saying Luka has literally carried them. And so if Luka's at his peak, right, and he's got a better supporting cast, I believe they're better than the
I don't
Philadelphia
think he has a
76ers.
better supporting cast
than
Embiid.
I'm not saying he has a better one than Embiid. I'm
Okay.
saying he has the best one of his career.
Yeah,
and if
but
they stay healthy, obviously.
then we're gonna get into all of Dallas's problems because believe me, they have a lot that they need to fix and
Yeah,
whatnot. So
100%.
without getting carried away too much, we'll save the debates for the weekly podcast coming out this week. So be sure to stay tuned in for that because that's gonna get pretty there's gonna be a lot of debates going on there. So, but nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell some friends for all your daily NBA coverage. We're the place to turn to. So until then, we'll see you all later.